Just want to prefix this video by saying be sure to like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment telling me what you thought. It will also be appreciated. And other than that, it may not look like it, but I just played an incredible game called Before Your Eyes. The only reason it doesn't look like it is because I lost 2 hours of footage to OBS not correctly reading my output capture for my audio. So there was no gameplay audio. And this game, if you know Before Your Eyes, a big portion and part of it is the audio fidelity and how beautiful it goes and all comes together, okay, to tell a beautiful story. Unfortunately, I lost all that. Just doing a Let's Play. Just doing it and putting it all together. But instead, I'm just going to have to give my review of the game and just talk about it while it's fresh in my memory. It is so sad. It is so sad. Much like the game itself, I lost something dearly. And I cannot close my eyes and pray it comes back, because this time they are not opening. So anyways, let's just get right into it. This game was fantastic. I thought it was going a completely different direction. I honestly thought this was just going to be a story of a broken family with divorce and pain and a perfectionist mother pushing you to your limits and yada yada yada. Instead, it turned out to be a cancer story where the parents actually prevailed and their relationship had never been stronger, and just was a more heartwarming story. And the whole second half of it, the big twist, spoiler alert if you haven't played the game, the big twist being that we played the game initially going all the way to adulthood, and then they take us back into like our afterlife where they tell us we've been lying and we actually never made it to adulthood. That's the twist. We had cancer. We died to cancer in childhood. That hit me like a ton of bricks because I was so invested in his future and I was so happy at the end of his adulthood when he reconnected with Chloe. I'm like, oh, look at that. Let's go. Childhood love. It made it. They powered to the end. Let's go. That's huge. And instead, none of that was real. None of that was real. He never became a successful artist. None of that. And I wonder just how many hints they were giving that the adulthood portion wasn't real. The music was awesome. They really made a lot of those moments. Like when I was playing, I wish I could share it with you guys, but when I was playing, I literally would sit for a long period of time. I would have cut these parts out, but I was sitting just waiting to make sure I didn't miss anything. And that really made me feel immersed in that feeling of, not wanting a moment to pass. Because we've all had that, not wanting a moment to pass. So you just try to stay in it as long as you can. But life moves forward. You blink eventually. You got to blink eventually. So you do. And then it goes on. And it was a beautiful story. Beautifully told. I think the whole divorce thing was done on purpose because they were laying the seeds, the breadcrumbs, with the cat and the dad just getting the cat anyways despite the mom being allergic. And then the mom pushing us into, studying to be a pianist and being the best at it and all this other stuff. They were doing so much to like signal a whole separate story, but it turned out to be something completely different. And I honestly feel bad because initially I was like, yeah, screw the dad, man, he's a dick. Actually, the sweetest guy ever. He's not a dick at all. And then I was like, screw the mom, she's also a dick. Not a dick either. Just really wanted her son to have a future. She wanted him to strive and thrive for something, and at the very end she just comes to terms with that. The future is now. The present he gets to live, and the fact that he's seeing so far ahead and he's never going to get to have that was very sad to her. And at first I thought she just was sad that we called her a mean mom or a strict mom, but that wasn't it. The afterlife portion of it I thought was really cool. The dog, the wolf, whatever the case, I feel like I wish he was a little more. I guess I don't wish he was more fleshed out. He was fleshed out just enough for him to be, the catalyst for our story. And the ending twist of us going into the afterlife and everything was good. Everything was just very well delivered. Yeah. Damn. What a sad game. And I was really rooting for my boy and Chloe, but oh well, at least he lived the life he had, and that's good. Anyways, that's about it out of me. Thank you for listening to me yap. Greatly appreciate it. Next time we will definitely have a game up, and OBS will be triple checked to make sure it's running properly and doing everything it needs to be doing. But other than that, thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.